Hey sis, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you guys my updated everyday makeup look. Now I went in depth and showed you guys how exactly I got this flawless makeup look, and the best thing is I use 100% drugstore makeup. So if you guys are interested, just continue to watch. Alright, so this is my bare skin. Nothing is done except for I moisturized and just prepped my skin. So we're going to start off with just moisturizing the lips. I'm going in with my Burts Bees lip balm, and I like to do this just because it preps my lips before going in with any lipstick later on. So I'm going to use the Revlon Grip Primer, and I'm just going to apply this in my T-zone. I like applying it in my T-zone because these are the areas that get oily the most. So on my nose and just the side areas, those tend to get very oily. As you guys can see, I do have large pores in those areas as well. So we're going to move on to brows. And I like to do my primer first so that it just sets into my skin while I do move on to my brows. So I'm going to use the NYX brow glue and just brush my hairs into the desired shape that I want. I do have a tutorial exactly on how I do this. I do like to just take a wipe and just wipe off the excess product, and then I do go in with some concealer. I am going to be going in with the Essence Keep Me Covered concealer just to shape my brows in place. And I like using a flat brush and just outlining the brow. This just allows for a more shaped and cleaner brow look. I've been doing this for years. I'm sure a lot of you guys incorporate this into your brow routine. This just makes your brows just look put together. So now we're just going to quickly blend that out. I've been blending it out with this big fluffy brush. I just love how it's pointed, and it's just easier to get into the areas that I need blending out. So now we're moving on to foundation. I'm using the new Revlon Colorstay foundation. There is two formulas. I got mine in the combination oily formula, of course. And I'm just gonna use my damp beauty sponge and just apply this all over my skin. I do like to focus this in the outer portion of my face because I don't wanna just apply too much product. I am gonna be going in with concealer later on. So for concealer, we're going in with the Rimmel Multitasker concealer. This has been one of my OG concealers, and we're just going to apply this in the highlighted areas. So underneath your eyes, my forehead, my nose, my cupid's bow, and my chin. And this concealer is very pigmented. It's a full coverage concealer. And I like this because it just conceals all the things I need to conceal. I also love it because it's my perfect undertone. I do want to brighten up my under eye, so I am going in with my Revlon Candid concealer and just applying it underneath my eyes. So now I'm just going to go ahead and blend that out using my damp beauty sponge, and you want to make sure your sponge is damp, guys. This just allows the product to blend easier, and like I said, this is a full coverage concealer, so it does dry down very quickly. You do have to move very quickly with it, as you guys could see that I'm doing, and I just love the finish, as you guys could see. So the technique is to just really make sure you're blending the product out. You don't want any harsh lines. So if you have to spend some time blending, do it. This is the key to flawless foundation, okay? So now we're moving on to cream contour. I'm going to take my Loreal concealer. I haven't used this one in a while, but I've recently picked it back up and I've been loving it for my everyday look. You don't need a lot, a little goes a long way. So I just applied one dab in all of my contour areas, and then now I'm just blending it out with the butt end of my beauty sponge. Again, guys, you just want to make sure you are blending it out. You guys don't want to have any harsh lines. If you need to spend time blending, do it. This is going to give you that flawless finish. I did kind of pinch the beauty sponge just so that I'm able to really blend out my nose contour as well. So now we're going in with our powders. I'm taking my Vasanti powder. I've been loving this powder, and I'm going to just set all of my highlighted areas. I like to place the powder and press it into my skin. And as of recently, for my nose contour, I've been just leaving some on the side that really just accentuates my nose contour and just kind of carves it out a little bit more. So like I said, I like to just pounce the powder in first, and then I leave some at the side of my nose just to really highlight that area. And then for the middle of my nose, I like to pinch my beauty sponge and then just apply it in the middle. And then my forehead, I'm gonna blend out as well. Alright, so now time for bronzer. This is the L'Oreal Infallible 24-Hour Fresh Wear Bronzer. And I'm just going to do this to warm back up my complexion. I am using an angled brush, an angled contour brush, and just literally brushing it along all of my contoured areas. Now I'm just dusting off that powder because I am going to contour my nose as well. I did take a smaller angled brush to contour my nose and just carve out that contour. Now you guys could see that it's looking pretty harsh, and that's why this final step is important. So I'm gonna go in with the Maybelline Superstay Powder Foundation. I've been loving this foundation, guys. And this I'm going to apply all over my face. This is going to blend everything together. It's gonna get rid of all of those harsh lines and really bring everything together. When I tell you guys I've been loving this powder, it's just been doing wonders for me. It just look at that. It just literally brought everything together. So now for blush, I'm going in with my Maybelline Fit Me blush. This is in the shade Berry, and I'm just gonna apply it to the apples of my cheeks. I like to smile where the highest point of my cheeks is and just apply it in those areas. And I also been applying it on my nose as well. I like a flushed look. All right, and I'm gonna quickly pop on some Ardell Wispies. These are the 700 series, and they're on. And now we're gonna do the bottom lashes. So I've been using the L'Oreal Telescopic Lift. I've been loving these for my bottom lashes especially. I just love how the applicator is, how it just applies in general. So for my lips, I'm going in with the NYX Fat Oil Lip, and this is just gonna give me a nice natural glossy finish. I love a nice natural glossy finish. So that is it for the makeup. We're gonna go ahead and lock it in place with the Revlon Colorstay Lock Setting Mist, and this is just gonna ensure that my makeup is set and lasting all day. I do like to take my sponge and just pounce that setting spray in. You don't want to swipe, you want to just make sure you're pouncing it in. So that completes today's look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.